Thank you, Rachel, for that beautiful opening music. What a space it creates for our hearts to be present. And a very good morning to everyone here in the sanctuary and those of us who are joining us virtually. Welcome. Welcome to Unity on Greenville, where we practice a positive path for spiritual living. A place where you can come and let your light shine and your heart be filled as we greet each other with the Namaste, Namaskar spirit. My soul honors your soul. I honor that place in you where the entire universe resides. I honor the light, the love, the truth, the beauty, and the peace that is in you. As I acknowledge that in you, I affirm that is also in me, because we are one. We are united, inseparable. We are the same. So namaste, namaskar. I'd like to share with you that each Tuesday we have an experience for you that has shifted a little bit. Bristol Hart is going to be facilitating solo going forward, and she will offer a half hour of Qigong and a half hour of silent meditation. And if you've not experienced that movement of Qigong, treat yourself to that. It's exquisite, and it brings you to the center, and you float out of the building. So join us Tuesdays at 6:30 to 7:30. Give yourself an hour of peace. Our fall book study continues, and it's never too late to join. Each chapter has dialogue that stands on its own, or it flows with the rest of the book. And that's on Wednesday, and that is only on Zoom. The link is on our website and in our e-news message. And I'm really delighted with the midweek pause. The Fragments of Your Sacred Name is turning out to be a really wonderful time to focus and center ourselves for just 15 minutes on Wednesday at 12:30, and to share the many names that we have for that divine presence that moves in the universe. Join me on Facebook Live as we, until December comes, we'll use the book Fragments of Your Sacred Name by Joyce Rupp. It's exquisite, and it's touching, and it's moving. And immediately after our service today, we will have a brief community conversation. So stay tuned. We won't cut the link. We'll keep on going. So you'll be able to listen in on virtual means and here in the sanctuary. And visit our website if you would. If we haven't connected by Zoom for tea or in person, or by the phone, let's do that. It's important for us to know each other, especially now when we are in this experience of the pandemic. You'll find a connection card on Sunday, on resources, and about us. So fill it out, send it in, and we'll connect. I'd love to talk with you. And while you're on the website, don't be shy and share of your tithes and offerings that allow Unity on Greenville to continue moving forward, and all of the offerings that happen here. You can press the donate button, or you can send a check to the address on the screen. And while we're speaking of offerings, let's pause to share a blessing for those offerings that we have already received and those that are on the way. So voice this prayer aloud with me if you would. Divine love as me blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, all that I receive. With gratitude, we commit to using these gifts for good. Amen. As you know, prayer is a cornerstone of Unity, so while you're at the website, please don't be shy and share your prayer requests with us so that our spiritual care team might hold you in prayer. Also share your gratitudes so that we can celebrate and rejoice with you.
Good morning. My name is Donna Kirby, and I will be your prayer chaplain this morning. I will be in the back of the sanctuary after the service if you would like private prayer. Let us pray. Let us settle into that comfort that only we know about with our God, to that sacred place of love, of compassion, of acceptance. As we look outside of ourselves, we see chaos, maybe. We see things we don't understand that are going on. And so we go back within and we say, Sweet Spirit, help us to let go and let God and stay in our peace. And love one another, for we are all one in your love and your acceptance. And so it is. Amen.
We now allow the sound of the singing bowl to carry us into a time of meditation and contemplation. As your physical body slips into a state of relaxation, allow your shoulders to drop and let go of anything that your heart is willing to let go of, and indulge in these moments of quiet. Allow your attention to move into that inner realm, that space deep within you where you know without doubt that you are one with your source, that you are one with all beings, that you are one with all of creation, that we are permeable and connected through all eternity. We hear the words of the psalmist, "Be still and know that I am God." Be still and know that I am. Be still and know that I am God. I am the God of land and sea, the birds that fly, the fish that swim, the animals that creep and crawl upon the earth. I am the God of the deserts and the oceans, the mountains and the valleys. Be still and know that I am. Be still and know that I am God. I am the God of the joy and the sorrow, the laughter and the tears, the ease and the suffering. Be still and know that I am. Be still and know that there is nothing left out of the circle of God's love. Be still and know that no one is exempt from the kindness, compassion, and caring of God. Be still and know. And from the stillness we move back into the sacredness of this space and time, the here and now, declaring that present moment is a wonderful moment. Because it is so, we allow it to be. Namaste.
Open my eyes, give me a sign. Let the arrow of light enlighten my soul. Secrets of man, but do we really understand when the truth is revealed? Where do we go? Lead us to the living waters, 'cause we're thirsty for truth. Lead us to the motherland, so we can put down our roots. Lead us from the burning sun to the cool evening shade. I wanna go, I wanna go, and let Spirit lead the way. Rain down on me, sweet mysteries. Let the wisdom of the ages be known. In a world of troubled times, people searching to find a place to belong and call home. Lead us to the living waters, 'cause we're thirsty for truth. Lead us to the motherland, so we can put down our roots. Lead us from the burning sun to the cool evening shade. I wanna go, I wanna go, and let Spirit lead the way. Oh, lead us, oh Lord, lead us, Spirit. Lead us now. Lead living waters, 'cause we're thirsty for truth. Lead us to the motherland. We want to put down some roots. Lead us from the burning sun. Whoa, to the cool evening shade. I want to go. I want to go and let Spirit lead the way. Let Spirit lead us now. Oh, lead us, lead us, lead us, lead us.
Always fabulous and beautiful music, and I want you to know that the music that we enjoy on Sunday morning is Rachel's original compositions. So we are blessed that you're willing to share that gift with us. Thank you. So a group of high-level executives decided that they wanted to start a rowing team. So they got together and they practiced, but they weren't very successful. They kept losing and losing and were very discouraged because they kept losing to their arch-rival company. So one day someone had the idea that they would send a spy to go and watch them practice to see what secrets they had that allowed them to win all the time. So the spy came back and said, I know the secret. I know why they're winning and why they're successful. They only have one person do all the yelling. Now we laugh at that. But so frequently we have many people speaking to us, enticing us into directions that they think are best for us. We have many voices drawing us here and there and everywhere. Well-intentioned? Yes, indeed. All of those voices are coming from a place of love for us and care for us. And then we have our own voices, right? Our own voices that bring us, oh, you shouldn't do that, or maybe you shouldn't do that. You're not, all those reasons that we shouldn't do, or maybe we should do. So we have our own voices too. And this book, Row, Row, Row Your Boat, A Guide to Living Life in the Divine Flow by Stephen Lane Taylor, is a wonderful book that tells us that we all have inner guidance, that we all have our true north, that we all have innate wisdom, that wisdom that guides us ever forward, without error. Without error. And there are no promises that we will have challenge-free life, but there is a promise that we will have authentic, real life, our life, not the life that someone else thinks that we should have, a life that is ours from the inside out. So following the song that we've all sung at some point in time, row, row, row your boat gently. Today we talk about gently, and the rest of it is gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. And you're very welcome for the thanks of me not singing that for you. Yes. So today we're going to focus on the gentle. So when you think of living life gently, what comes to mind? What do you see and what do you feel? Shout it out. Write it in the comments of your Facebook page if you like. What comes to mind? Gentle living. Peace. Serenity. Yes. Oh, time to think it through. Oh, true. Yeah, that's you, Scott. Yes, time to think it through. We're not rushed into anything. We have the time. Yes, those are beautiful answers. So how do we row gently with the stream, you ask? I'm very glad you asked, because Steve tells us there are 4 ways that we do that. First, You can't avoid turbulence if you don't know you're in it. You have to be able to recognize the turbulence of life. That, oh, this is upset. This is not where I want to be. And some of you know that I have an alarm set on my phone for every hour of the day to cause me to pause, to check in. What am I feeling? What am I thinking? What am I noticing? What's going on around me? And then to settle into that Thich Nhat Hanh mindfulness meditation. I do that every hour. And most often when I check in, I'm pretty peaceful. And yet I continue with that mindfulness moment because no matter where I am, it elevates me even further. It's really simple and easy to do. You can do it at a meeting. Don't tell anybody. No one will notice that you're doing it. You can do it in a class. You can do it at a traffic light. No matter where you are, you can pause just to check in. See what's going on inside this physical form that we have. See what's rolling around in our mind. Because our mind sometimes goes naturally to a negative place, and we can bring it on back. I want you to know that our board of trustees indulges me, and when we have our meetings, when my alarm goes off, the board pauses, and we do the mindfulness moment, and the energy of the room is elevated. So even when it's a good space, it is a higher space when we do the mindfulness moment. So will you do it with me? Very quickly, just check where you are. What are you feeling inside? Own it, no matter what it is. What are you noticing around you? Own that too, no matter what it is. And if it suits you and if you're comfortable, just close your outer eyes. And as we breathe in, we notice that we're breathing in. Breathing out, we notice that we're breathing out. Breathing in, we notice that our breath is deep. Breathing out, we notice that our breath is slow. Breathing in, we calm our body and our mind. Breathing out, we are at ease. Breathing in, we smile. Breathing out, we release. Breathing in, we return to this very moment. Breathing out, we know this is a wonderful moment. And we open our eyes and become present to the space. Did you notice any shift or change? Yes, there are heads nodding. So even if you're in a good place, your space becomes really good and then super good. And as the day goes on, you notice that you're floating through the day instead of dragging yourself through the day. So extend an invitation for any kind of mindfulness practice as many times of the day as you can so that you recognize when turbulence moves, either inside you or around you, and you can shift and change that turbulence. We don't know that we're in turbulence sometimes. Now, the second thing he says is that you can't feel the flow if you're stirring the stream. Who, me? Stir the stream? You might say. Yes, you. And yes, me. We stir the stream. We believe in unity, that we create our experiences by the activity of our thinking. And sometimes that thinking, oh boy. Yes, listen to yourself when the Cowboys lose again. Listen to yourself when you can't get to your destination on time. Yes, we stir the stream. And we know when we're stirring the stream because there are signs along the way. When we notice that we can't make progress towards our end goal, and it's more than just that little obstacle in the way, that little bump in the road. It's more that no matter what we do, we're not making it to our destination. When we notice that we're short of all the resources that we think we need to accomplish our goal, to reach our destination, we're probably stirring the stream. And when we notice that we're going around and around and around in a circle, the same issue keeps coming again and again and again, we are stirring our stream. And when we're stirring that stream, we can't hear the divine. So the Psalms 46:10 says to be still and know that I am God. And we can interpret that verse to mean to stop the striving, to stop the pushing forward, to stop the insisting that things go my way. Oh boy, stop it. Stop that. And stop the fighting. Sometimes the fighting right within ourselves. Stop the fighting. And we can become intent on the doing that we forget to be. We forget to be. We get so busy being busy, doing, that we forget to stop, to be patient, to be open, to be honest with ourselves, to be courageous, to be vulnerable, to be still, to be divine, to be authentic, no matter what that looks like at any given moment, and to be willing. Those are all the things that we can be when we stop stirring the stream. The next thing he says is that it's hard to see the signs and hear the messages if you have become part of chaos, if you've rode into chaos. You ever find yourself in chaos? Yeah. Every now and then in life we find ourselves amidst the chaos. And when we row, and have rowed our boat into that climate of chaos, maybe we've gotten hooked on a political topic. Ever have that happen? Maybe we've gotten hooked on one of the myriad of topics around COVID and the pandemic, and have you done that? Getting hooked in those things? That draws us right into chaos. That's where the world would like us to be. So when we find ourselves there, there's one thing to do: to stop. Just stop. Stop whatever it is you're doing. Cease it. Find a place of quiet. Now, if you're in a conversation, that might mean that you remove yourself from that conversation. Find a place of quiet to become apart from the world. Because it's the world that has enticed you into the chaos. So we come apart. Find our center once more. To go within. To what's true and real about us and for us. To find that place again that is congruent with our intentions of life. And if your intention is to be a peaceful presence in this world and you're caught up in the chaos, you're out of congruence. So coming apart, centering, allows you to become congruent again. And to listen to that still small voice. Don't make it shout. Listen as it's a whisper. Simple, right? Very simple. But it's not so easy, is it? When we're in the midst of all of life. It's not always so easy. And the last thing he says is that you can't row with the flow if you're unwilling to make frequent course corrections. Frequent course corrections. So if we have decided on our destination, and if we have decided on the course that we're going to take to get there, we just might be creating our own pain and suffering by insisting on that course and insisting on that destination, by being unwilling to change course. Perhaps the map doesn't show the new terrain, but we're insisting on following that map because that's the map. But when reality shows up as something different, it's important for us to be willing to change our course to what is really in front of us. It's like driving through Texas. If I use a map, I'm going to be sorely unaware of the multitude of construction sites wherever I go. Wherever I go. But if I'm paying attention to what is showing up in front of me, I can redirect myself to take a different route when I see construction ahead. Or if I see a motor vehicle accident, I can exit. I can reroute after I've said a prayer for all people concerned. I can move forward on a different route. I might even change my destination and reorder my tasks for today to come back to that one another time. But we have to have that fluidity in life. We have to be that flexible. We have to be willing to change our route and to change our destination. I might approach slow traffic, and I might sit it out. I might use the time to be in that mindfulness. I might just change course to move more swiftly to my destination. And with our modern technology, our GPS might automatically tell us that there's traffic ahead. But we have to trust that GPS to take us on a route that'll get us to where we want to be in the time that's allotted, following the traffic laws and speed limits, if you so choose. We have to trust. And this requires us to surrender, to let go, and to let the divine, God, Spirit, whatever name you have for that presence that guides you, to let go and let that Spirit guide us. For me, it's truer and more authentic to me to express this as living life in the flow is yielding. It's yielding. And when we're in traffic, most of the time, you're yielding and moving into the flow of traffic that already exists. So you're moving in harmony with what is. You don't have to yield. But if you do, you just might crash and burn. But yielding allows us to go into the flow easily and gently with whatever is happening. And when I yield, inspired by divine mind, when I yield, guided by Spirit, I live in that divine flow of life. I live with the ease and peace and tranquility of knowing that everything is working out for the highest good, for myself, for everybody. The highest good. I don't have to sweat it. So we are called to trust this divine flow. We are called to live within the divine flow. We are called to be part of the divine flow, opening space to allow people to yield into our space, knowing that as we do that, we affirm that namaste spirit. As we notice people yielding, we slow down, we change lanes, we make room to embrace and encompass everybody. Everybody who's on their journey. Everybody who's reaching for their destination. Now, guaranteed, life takes us into some very unexpected places, right? Ever been surprised by life? Ever have one of those experiences, well, I didn't see that coming? Yeah, we have it. And when we're willing to allow it, life can surprise and delight us beyond our imagination. But we have to be open. We have to be receptive. If we're all rigid and conform to our given destination and nothing's going to stop us. Remember, that's the first story that Steve told. He had to be in control. When we are at ease, knowing that the divine, the universe always has our highest good, is always lifting us and carrying us to our highest good, we can see those unexpected places as opportunities for joy, opportunities for wonderment. And life brings changes and twists and turns in many different directions. We all know that to be true. When I look at you, I know you've all lived long enough to at least have one surprise in life, right? Yes. And life might look very differently than what we had imagined. That corporate job that we imagined might just turn out to be something very different. That corporate job that you imagined might just take you on the journey to becoming a minister instead. When we're open, life will take you to higher places that in our human mind, our limited mind, we can't even imagine. And there might be pain, there might be suffering sometimes in parts of that journey. And there's meaning in that pain, and there's meaning in that suffering. You get to determine what that meaning is. You get to decide what good is underlying all of that. We all get to make those choices and give the meaning to our life that it deserves. So we practice living in the flow by noticing when we're in the turbulence, by feeling when we're stirring the stream rather than flowing with the divine, and when we are stopping when we touch the chaos. When we find ourselves in chaotic, we can stop. And by being willing to course correct, to change our direction at any time, that's living in the flow. So by now you know how it goes. Left hand over your right arm, right hand over your left, and give yourself a big old squeeze. You have been loved and hugged.
Feeling the love you had to your toes under bedroom sheets, hiding away each and every day in your TV. Won't you come out for a while, skipping the sunshine, smile, spirit inside your eternal flame. Welcome back to the land of the living. It's good to see you smile. Welcome back to the land of the living. Stay here a while. Welcome back to the land of the living. It's good to see you smile. Welcome back to the land of the living. to the land of the living. Locked in yourself, you put on the shelf all you got inside. Nobody knows you're all alone in your mind. Come on now for a while, skip in the sunshine and smile. Spirit inside, your eternal flame, calling you today. Welcome back to the land of the living. It's good to see you smile. Welcome back to the land of the living. Stay here a while. Welcome back to the land of the living. It's good to see you smile. Welcome back to the land of the living. Stay here in the land of the living. It's good to see you smile. Smile, smile. Come back to the land of the living. You know it's good to see you smile. Welcome back to the land of the living. Welcome back in the land of the living. Let's skip in the sunshine. Hey, let's skip in the sunshine. It's good to see you smile in the land of the living.
Well, we at Unity on Greenville are on a mission. Let's share the mission aloud together, please, with divine love as our foundation. We live unity, spiritual principles. We awaken to truth, and we affirm the innate goodness of all and our oneness with creation, as a test to see if you knew it by heart. We also hold an affirmation for our youth and families who are with Arwen as you met her last week. So we as Unity on Greenville claim the truth for our youth. Altogether, we teach principles that empower each child and teen to fulfill their divine potential. Through fellowship, love, prayer, and meditation, they connect with God, each other, and our world. We hold that to be true for our youth. And today's daily word is let go and let God. Divine love, wisdom, and understanding expressed through me. If I feel unsure of the next step in any situation, I let go and let God. I don't walk away from difficulty or try to force resolutions. Instead, I release my tight mental grip on problems and open myself to solutions. I let go of my ego's desire for control and my need to bring about specific outcomes. I believe that there are solutions and remedies beyond what my mind can conceive. I yield to possibility. I trust the indwelling divine presence just as I would trust a mentor. Letting go and letting God means creating space for the dynamic, creative energy of spirit to inspire and surprise me. Divine love, wisdom, and understanding fuel my thoughts, express through my words, and guide me in all ways. Psalm 86:11. Teach me your way, O Lord, that I may walk in your truth. Give me an undivided heart to revive your name. Divine love, wisdom, and understanding express through me. And now, Rachel, take us home with the peace song.
yes, there is peace on earth. I know it begins in me. Yes, there is peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be with God, our Creator. United all are we. Now we walk with each other in perfect harmony. Hey, yes, there is peace on earth. For this is the moment now. With every step I take, I make this my joyous vow. Gonna take each moment, live each moment in peace eternally. Yes, there is peace on earth. I know it begins in me.
So go out into the world this week and let go and let God. Let's share our prayer for protection and lift our arms to the world. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. And the presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is. Amen. Let it be so. So today we have a community conversation, and I wish to share this with you. So following divine guidance led me here to Dallas, and more specifically led me here to Unity on Greenville. Divine guidance led me every step of the way to become an ordained Unity minister. And divine guidance leads me one more time. Today I share with you, and I'm here to tell you, as I have shared with the board, that I am moving to South Carolina to live closer to my family. My heart's desire is to be a part of my grandchildren's lives each and every day. I want to wake up with them spending a night with Grandma Texas, and I want to wake up with them waiting to make pancakes together. And I know that you understand that desire to have more time with my family. And though I can't take you with me, although I would like to, I will be here at Unity on Greenville through the end of the year, and my final Sunday will be December 26th. So until then, we'll spend time together sharing all the joyful moments that we've had. We'll share all of the spiritual growth that we've experienced together. And we will prepare for what comes next for this beautiful, blessed, and beloved spiritual community. Together we'll celebrate all that has been and all that is yet to be. Sandra de la Cruz, our board president, has already reached out to Unity Worldwide Ministries for guidance and support for this journey for Unity on Greenville. And you are in very good hands with this board of trustees that's been elected to serve at this very time. Each and every person on the board has a very high Christ consciousness. I get the blessing of seeing that with all of our board meetings and with all of our encounters and all of the decisions that are made. They have a high Christ consciousness and they have a devout love for Unity on Greenville. This I know to be certain. You can contribute to that journey by sharing your prayers and holding the high watch for the process over the next few months. A while back, I shared with you that every ending is a new beginning, and I believe that to be true for each of you. I believe that to be true for Unity on Greenville, and I believe that to be true for my journey as well. Bright beginnings are on the horizon for Unity. I believe with all of my heart that at this very moment, the right and perfect person is already making themselves ready to be your minister. And to carry Unity on Greenville into an inspiring, exciting, bright, and abundant future. Unity on Greenville has been in my heart for the last 13 years. It's been my life for all of those years. I'm honored with the privilege of being on the staff for 11 of those years, and your spiritual leader and minister for 8 years. This is an amazing spiritual community. There's so much that Unity on Greenville offers the city of Dallas, the greater community, and offers the next minister who receives the gift of being your leader. I want to thank you for being present to hear my message, and I leave you with these words from Jeremiah 29:31. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to do harm, plans to give you hope and a future. Namaste, and God bless.